welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's northeast region. I'm your host Chandrakala and the highlights of today's program are: Centre ensures early repatriation of Bru refugees from Tripura. Tripura promotes itself as a major hub of investment. Garment industry in Manipur helps in creating employment. And first online sports betting centre attracts tourists in Sikkim. Bru refugees from Mizoram have been streaming into refugee camps in North Tripura since 1997. Recently, a senior official of the Union Ministry of Home Affairs visited Tripura to ensure early repatriation of the Bru refugees to Mizoram. We bring you a report. Repatriation of Bru refugees from Tripura to Mizoram has become a major concern for the government. Recently, Satyendra Garg, Joint Secretary at Northeast Division of Ministry of Home Affairs, met Tripura's Chief Secretary Y.P. Singh and Director General of Police K. Nagaraj to discuss repatriation of the displaced Brus who are currently sheltered in 7 camps in the North Tripura district. Garg also visited the refugee camps at Kanchanpur, where more than 30,000 Bru refugees have lived since they fled Mizoram in 1997 following communal violence over a land dispute with the Mizos. Garg said the effort at present is to restart the repatriation process as per the new revised plan submitted by the Mizoram government.
Schedule was that repatriation will be over sometime in August, but for some reasons it could not take place. So now our effort is that we want to ensure that repatriation takes place as per the new plan which has been made.
In Kanchanpur, Garg also held meeting with the leaders of Mizoram Bru Displaced People's Forum. Garg discussed the revised roadmap finalized by the Mizoram government and urged the refugees to return to their home state accordingly. It is worth mentioning that the government plans to start the next phase of repatriation of more than 30,000 Brus from November after the monsoon. The centre also promised a repatriation package to the inmates.
Basically, we have come to understand the problems. Government of Mizoram has submitted a final movement plan or repatriation plan. We have shared some of the movement plans featured here. Government of Mizoram is represented here at a very high level. So basically, idea was that all 3 governments which are involved in the repatriation have interaction with the people who are to be repatriated, understand their point of view, and make this repatriation plan work in times to come.
In the meantime, we also presented our difficulties why we are unable to repatriate. We have also submitted certain point which is, prepared by the displaced person to be fulfilled. It is very much, legitimate and humanitarian, not a difficult demand. So unless and until this demand has been properly addressed, so it will be a little bit difficult to go back.
Concerned over the attacks on security forces by insurgents, Garg said the centre has decided to increase security in the unfenced bordering areas to check cross-border insurgency. He also expressed concern over Arunachal Pradesh being used as a corridor and a haven by Naga militants.
Arunachal has got, spread over in insurgency next to Nagaland. Certain areas of Arunachal are adjacent to Nagaland, so they have got that real insurgency situation there. But yeah, this corridors or insurgents moving as for hideout or shelter or crossover, those concerns are there, but we are addressing all this.
Garg also said the government is ready to hold talks with northeast-based insurgent outfits if they are ready to shun violence.
Government of India policy is very clear that if the insurgents give up the use of force and they accept the constitution, they give up the violent means. Government of India, of course, will talk. But before talking, we have to have a congenial atmosphere for talking.
The government is giving special emphasis on the development of Northeast region by encouraging investment in various sectors. Peace will bring more prosperity to the region. Well, the government of Tripura has taken several key initiatives to promote industries and bring investment into the state. To take this vision forward, ASSOCHAM, under the guidance of the Tripura government, recently organized Invest Tripura, a business summit to showcase Tripura's preparedness to host businesses. A report.
Invest Tripura, a business meet recently held in Agartala, sent an open invitation to investors from across the country and neighbouring Bangladesh. The event was held under the aegis of ASSOCHAM with the support of the government of Tripura. With its rich stock of human and natural resources, along with strong administrative support, the state bordering Bangladesh has a high chance of becoming a hub for industrial investment and a gateway to Southeast Asia.
Technology is one, definitely. Food processing and infrastructure is other two sectors where they have shown interest. Education, either schools or medical colleges, is one more field where they have shown interest. Hospitals have not shown much interest immediately to set up something. Probably they need some more time to evaluate. Tourism, yes, tourism will definitely is there on the card of the people, but yes, they have to evaluate further what kind of infrastructure exists and how they can connect.
A delegation led by Bangladesh Industry Minister Alhaj Amir Hussain also took part in the meet. The common border between Tripura and Bangladesh and its connectivity to the neighbouring country add to its appeal as a major trade hub.
এখন এই বাধা টাধা সব উঠে গেছে আমাদের দুইও সরকারি কোনো বাধা রাখেনি ইনভেস্টররা যেখানে খুশি সেখানে ইনভেস্ট করতে পারবে বাংলাদেশের ইনভেস্টররা এসে ভারতে ইনভেস্ট করতে পারবে আর ভারতের ইনভেস্টররাও গিয়েও বাংলাদেশে পারবে এবং প্রচুর হচ্ছে ইনভেস্টমেন্ট সব সেক্টরে হচ্ছে বিদ্যুতে হচ্ছে শিপিংয়ে হচ্ছে তারপরে মেইনলি দুই জায়গায় হচ্ছে তারপরে সিমেন্টে হচ্ছে বিভিন্ন জায়গায় হচ্ছে
As many as 40 business delegations from leading Indian industries and 2 international agencies, namely Hong Kong Trade Development Council and India-China Economic and Cultural Council, also attended the business meet to explore investment opportunities in the state. Tripura is truly reaping the benefits of peace by encouraging trade and business.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
An all-party delegation led by Manipur Chief Minister Okrame Bobi Singh met Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh in Delhi to stress on the need of a presidential assent for 3 bills pertaining to the inner line permit system. The bills have been opposed by tribal groups in Manipur. The Manipur government had last August passed Protection of Manipur People Bill, Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reforms Bill and Manipur Shops and Establishments Bill aimed at protecting indigenous people inhabiting the state's valley districts.
Comprising of all the political parties, we met Honorable Home Minister how to solve the problem of Manipur. So he patient hearing, and he also told us we definitely help any issues, any problems of Manipur. We are not coming here about inner line permit, but how to resolve our problem.
The General Manager of Northeast Frontier Railway, H.K. Jaggi, recently met Tripura Chief Minister Manik Sarkar and Transport Minister Manik De to review the preparation for flagging of broad gauge train service from Agartala. The Commissioner of Rail Safety Inspection would be carried out on the Agartala-Udaipur broad gauge track by June 2016. The flag of train service got delayed due to heavy rain followed by landslip. The Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region released the first installment of 150 crore rupees out of the total 580 crore rupees for the Agartala-Akhora railway project between India and Bangladesh. NFR is likely to get the funds by June, which will be followed by land acquisition in India.
Process of land acquisition, we have requested them to expedite, and they have assured us, both CM as well as Minister of Transport have assured that they will start the process very fast, and they will see that within a reasonable time land is made available to us.
Fed up with the deteriorating condition of roads, the Rengma Youth Organization recently launched a poster campaign to draw attention to the state of Nagaland's NH2. Last month, the concerned citizens of Nagaland Forum also carried out protests against bad roads within the city limits of Dimapur. Good Road campaign was an expression of serious concern by the public over the pothole-ridden roads of Nagaland. India thrashed Laos 6-1 in one of the biggest ever wins at a match in Guwahati and book a berth in the 2019 AFC Asian Cup tournament. India trailed 0-1 in the 16th minute through a Khone Sawang strike, but the home side replied in a remarkable fashion as they dominated all through the remaining part of the match, pumping in 6 goals, including 3 in 7 minutes, to walk away with an easy win.
India's northeast is a prime destination for industries, offering huge untapped potential. The textile sector especially can make the region a garment export hub by utilizing its enormous resources. A garment factory was recently set up in Manipur, which has created lots of jobs for the locals. Have a look.
A company called Manipur Creations, with its base in Tamil Nadu, built its first factory in the northeast in 2015 in Imphal. Manipur Creations was established in Tirupur in 2013. It is now laying emphasis on utilizing the resources of Manipur. Started under the Make in Manipur initiative, the garment manufacturing unit at Takiel Industrial Estate in Imphal is engaged in several phases of the manufacturing operation, from processing yarn to producing finished garments. It has till now provided direct employment to about 80 youths and another 145 workers, indirectly in sectors including marketing and sales.
In Manipur also, we have enormous workforce, so much unemployed people, both educated as well as uneducated. And I started thinking why I should not utilize these resources. When we come into a market of Manipur, I never focus only in Imphal. I focus in all the district, because if I give an opportunity to a people who live in Imphal, I should give the same opportunities to the people who live in Thabal district as well in Moirang. Because of this, what I have done is, the first leg of my market, spreading out of my market, was one single showroom in all the district.
The company, with an annual turnover of Rs 4 crores, has made use of Make in India and Startup India campaigns, and Koijum now aims to make Manipur a garment export hub. Manipur Creations has already set up 6 exclusive showrooms across Manipur. It has major expansion plans in the northeast as well as the rest of the country. In 2015, the company represented the Ministry of Small and Micro Enterprises Development Institute at the Global Exhibition in New Delhi.
सर को तो पहले से मालूम है, एक साथ में काम किया था, बहुत दिन काम किया है। फिर इधर आने से ऐसा दूसरा कुछ नहीं लग रहा है मेरे को, जैसा लग रहा है अपना घर है।
We can hope that other firms too follow this company's lead and reach the northeast soon, which will provide new opportunities to the locals and also contribute to the state's economy.
Well, viewers, peace and development is a buzzword in the northeast. Let's take a quick look at some development news from the region.
53-year-old Shailja Gupta from Mumbai recently landed in Nagaland to campaign against exploitation of women with the initiative called Bikers Against Women Exploitation. The campaign was first kicked off 2 months ago in New Delhi and later in Ahmedabad. She was given a warm reception by Motorcycles Club Nagaland. Later, the bikers gang rode up to Medzi Fema, about 30 kilometers from Dimapur town, carrying banners against exploitation of women. The bikers sent out a strong message to the women, asking them to be strong, thus helping in building a stronger and healthier nation. The campaigners also appealed to men to be a part of the change. The campaign will be taken to Hyderabad and Agra next. Revenue Department of Tripura government along with United Nations Development Programme recently organized a state-level consultation on Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015 to 2030. While addressing the program, Tripura CM Manik Sarkar asked youngsters to acquire knowledge as to how to protect themselves and others during a disaster. On the occasion, the CM also released the document on state-level disaster management. Representatives from various departments of the administration, security forces, schools, colleges, clubs and NGOs took part in the program that aimed at creating awareness about disaster management. Learning from past experiences, this is the first time that the Central Force has been pre-deployed and asked to keep an extra vigil in a large number of locations where rains and floods usually wreak havoc during monsoon season. BCCI President Anurag Thakur recently made a visit to Northeast India to boost cricket sport in the region. Thakur visited Dimapur, Shillong and Guwahati and met with officials, coaches and trainees where the under-16 and under-19 BCCI NCA camps are underway. To boost cricket activities in the Northeast and identify and nurture young talent, the BCCI through its coaching wing, the National Cricket Academy, is conducting camps in Dimapur and Shillong where former national and international cricketers, NCA-affiliated coaches, physiotherapists, trainers and video analysts are training the shortlisted boys from Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Sikkim and Nagaland. While addressing the meet, Thakur said that the board will select a combined team from the region which will play in various national age group tournaments.
Well, Sikkim, which is known for its rich biodiversity, now attracts tourists by promoting online gaming and virtual horse racing. Let's take a look.
Northeastern Sikkim enjoys a booming tourism sector with visitors from all over the country who come to enjoy its rich biodiversity and pleasant weather. Adding another appeal to its list of attractions, it has now started promoting online gaming and virtual horse racing. The sector has in fact expanded, with the new venue in Gangtok being built by Golden Gaming International, the first company to start legal online sports betting in Sikkim. Its betting palette will now include cricket, tennis and football wagers too, as well as uncommon games like roulette.
आगे मैं चाहूँगा कि यहाँ और भी एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिले ऑल ओवर इंडिया गवर्नमेंट हमको अगर परमिट करती है तो एक अच्छा एम्प्लॉयमेंट हम लोग जनरेट कर सकते हैं दे ऑल आर वेरी हैप्पी सिक्किम में एम्प्लॉयमेंट का प्रॉब्लम था अनएम्प्लॉयड बहुत है यहाँ पर हमने सारे सिक्किम के लोकल्स को एम्प्लॉयमेंट दिया है
A total of 4 gaming centers are operating in Sikkim. New players that have forayed into the sector include Sugal and Damani Group, Future Gaming Group and SL's group Playvin brand. Online lottery was launched in the state in 2001, which is now a thriving business apart from the traditional form of lottery. The state government has also allowed casinos in 2 hotels.
सिक्किम पहले से टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन है, ठीक है, तो अभी इसके बाद ये भी आएगा, ऑनलाइन गेमिंग भी आ रहा है, तो ऑब्वियसली इससे हमारे सिक्किम टूरिज्म को बूस्ट मिलेगा. इसके बाद यहाँ से जो भी एडवर्टीजमेंट होगा उससे हम लोगों का स्टेट का और भी ज़्यादा नाम होगा. और गुड और बैड आई डोंट नो, मैं नहीं बोल सकता कि ये अच्छा भी होगा या बुरा होगा, ये नहीं बोल सकता कि मैं हाँ ये बोल सकता हूँ कि हमारे सिक्किम को टूरिज्म को बहुत ज़्यादा बेनिफिट होगा.
The launch of the Gangtok Gaming Centre was attended by many personalities, including the cricket legend Kapil Dev.
A temple devoted to goddess Kamakhya is located in Garo Hills of Meghalaya. Though it is not as popular as the one in Guwahati, the temple with its historical significance attracts many religious tourists. Here's a report. The Kamakhya temple in southwest Garo Hills district in Meghalaya attracts devotees irrespective of their faith and religion. They come to seek blessings of goddess Kamakhya. The temple is located about 45 km from Tura in West Garo Hills. Kamakhya, the goddess, is also identified as Kali and Mahatripura Sundari.
यहाँ दूर दूर से भी लोग आते हैं. यहाँ हिंदू का पॉपुलेशन कुछ कम है, इसलिए जो है वो आते हैं और बाहर से भी लोग आते हैं, टूरिस्ट लोग भी आते हैं.
It is worth mentioning that the navel of goddess Kamakhya was found at the Kamakhya temple in Garo Hills. Though the temple is not widely popular like its counterpart in Guwahati, the place has garnered attention as people who have visited the temple have spread the word about this pilgrimage destination.
मेन प्रॉब्लम है टूरिज्म का. जो लोग आता है उन लोगों के रहने के लिए कोई प्लेस नहीं है. तो मेघालय गवर्नमेंट और असम गवर्नमेंट अगर चाहे तो इसको डेवलप कर सकते हैं टूरिस्ट के लिए. जैसे कामाख्या टेम्पल गुवाहाटी में टूरिस्ट के लिए बहुत सुविधा ही है, लेकिन हमारा यहाँ के टेम्पल के ऊपर ना मेघालय गवर्नमेंट ना असम गवर्नमेंट इतना इंपॉर्टेंस दिया है कि अच्छा टूरिस्ट प्लेस बन सकते हैं.
Religious tourism in Meghalaya will flourish if such places get widespread promotion. Many visitors feel that if the place is developed and infrastructure facilities are improved, it will attract both tourists and devotees of goddess Kamakhya. Well, viewers, with that we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Chandrakala signing off. Goodbye and take care.